It's that time of year again. Get ready for lines, traffic, crowds of grumpy people, and all kinds of annoyances this holiday season. But I don't want to be a complete Grinch. The one good thing to look forward to is that it means there's a new crop of holiday horror films coming at ya. Why, I think I found one right here in my Christmas stocking called A Creature Was Stirring. It's time for Ho Ho Horror.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh my God, Christmas time again.
Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. A Creature Was Stirring, aka Good Luck Nightingale, will be in select theaters this Friday, and it'll be available on demand on December 12th from Wellgo USA. It's directed by Damien LeVeck and written by Shannon Wells. Faith, played by This Is Us's Chrissy Metz, is a former addict and distraught mother taking care of her severely ill daughter, Charm, played by Oculus and Captain Fantastic's Annalise Basso, who seems to suffer fits of rage and other mental problems. For some reason, Faith wants to keep Charm's body temperature below 100 degrees and locks her daughter in her room at night. As the weather outside gets frightful, a pair of vagrants, played by Halloween's Scout Taylor Compton and Stakeland's Connor Paolo, break into Faith's home to get in out of the cold, and they end up disrupting the fragile structure Faith has set up to protect her daughter. All this, and what's up with the strange spiky creature that seems to be lurking around in the darkly lit home? Well, there's a whole lot going on with A Creature Was Stirring, and I was on board for it until right before the climax. Writer Shannon Wells and Damien LeVeck do a good job of setting up a very strange relationship between Faith and Charm, as well as a wonderfully surreal environment for them to live in. Faith's home is lit with overblown green and red lights and is decorated with all kinds of melted candles and gaudy Christmas decor. LeVeck uses skewed Dutch angles to highlight that this is not your average home, and Faith and Charm are not your average family. There's also some nicely written moments shared between Faith and Charm, as well as a moment of comic book coolness where Charm cites a story from a Green Lantern comic that definitely has something to do with what's going on with the rest of the people in this tale. Wells and LeVeck have created a perfect container for a truly odd story, and they almost nail it. The problem is that I think they tried to flip expectations and pull a switcheroo one or too many times during the climax of the film, and what occurs afterwards. The story is told mostly from Faith's perspective, leading us to believe that she's a reliable narrator, and things are as she describes them. Turns out Faith isn't very reliable at all, and in the end, I felt betrayed by the story because of what the story left out and where it took me. I don't mind being surprised by a twist or two. I don't mind being shocked by the way a story turns out. But the way these truths were revealed in the final 15 or so minutes felt more like a betrayal of expectations than a logical way for the story to come to an end. It's unfortunate because A Creature Was Stirring has a really talented cast. Not being a This Is Us fan, this is the first time I've had a chance to see Chrissy Metz act, and she does a really solid job all around, selling all of the emotional turns required for this role. So good a job that she almost makes the upside-down ending work, but misses it due to the large narrative leaps required. I will say, though, there's a flashback scene where Metz has to play a much younger version of herself that doesn't work at all. Annalise Basso is a fresh face that I feel is going to go far and delivers a tragic performance as Charm, who is dedicated to her mother and trapped for fear of what she may become without her. Basso delivers a wonderfully physically and psychologically demanding performance here. Scout Taylor Compton offers up a strong performance, making a character who could be a one-note home invader into something much more. Compton's character is not just homeless, she's a religious zealot dedicated to convert the members of the strange house down what she believes is a more righteous path. And while Connor Paolo mainly is there for comic relief as Compton's brother, he does succeed at lightening the mood when things get too preachy or melodramatic. There are some very successful moments of suspense, such as a scene where Compton uses an illuminated candy cane to light her way through a snow tunnel, only to find some kind of creature lurking there. The porcupine creature itself is quite horrifying, and more impressive, it's all practical effects. It's all spiky and slimy, curling itself up into a ball and rolling across the room and down hallways. I also like it that there appears to be a human face on top of this porcupine creature that attempts to mask its monstrosity. It reminded me a little bit of the Krampus, from Krampus. While it's only featured in one key scene, LeVeck does a good job of using fast editing, skewed angles, well-placed shadows, and specific lighting to keep the creature vague enough to maintain its creepiness all the way through, even after the reveal. I didn't hate A Creature Was Stirring. There's too much that it does well to do that. It's got a cool cast, solid acting, neat effects, and 3/4 of a cool, twisted story. I just feel that it is overwritten, and the stretches required to get through the last act were just too much to bear, resulting in me leaving this one with a bad taste in my mouth, despite all A Creature Was Stirring has going for it.
Oh my God, Christmas time again.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're doomed. Oh, you're doomed. You're doomed. God live the life that you are meant to lead. Live inside that reality. Oh, my baby, you're doomed.